Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'll be showing you how you can extract an image from Google Earth Pro to ArcMap or QGIS, and then you can digitize the features and then you can create a map. So without wasting much time, I'm going to launch my Google Earth Pro, but before that, make sure you have installed Google Earth Pro. So I'll leave this link in the description. Now make sure that you head over to this, you click the link, or you can just search Google Earth Pro download, then you get to this link. But don't worry, I will put the link in the description. So when you click on the link and you open this on your browser, you will come to this page that says Google Earth and some stars here. So they say, you can see they say thank you for downloading Google Earth Pro and so on. So for me, you first of all you have to come to add versions. So you click on add versions, then you head over to so you will see this kind of page where they'll display the versions of Google Earth. So we have Google Earth on the web, Google Earth on mobile, and Google Earth or Google Earth Pro on desktop. What you have to do is to click on Google Earth Pro on desktop, then it will scroll down the page, then you'll have to come here and download Google Earth Pro on desktop. So you just have to click on this, then you download Google Earth Pro. So you click on accept and download, then it will just download the setup for Google Earth Pro. After that, the installation process is just direct, so just follow along and install the software. Now I'm going to open the Google Earth Pro. So I search Google Earth Pro, and now this is the interface. When the first time you are opening Google Earth Pro, you will see this interface. So you can see this is Google Earth Pro with the globe or the earth. We have the menu where we have the file, edit, view, tools, add, and help. Then you have the search bar there. Then you have other places, you can say my places, and the layers. So here you can search the place you want to extract the image, and also you can create a folder. We can also create a folder here. So you right click on this where they say my place, so close this one. So come to where they say my place, right click, add, then add folder. So this folder of ours, we can name it as test, then I think we just say okay, so we enter. So what we are going to create will be stored inside this test folder. So I'll head over to search bar and search the place I want to extract a map. So I say Nairobi County, then click OK, and it will zoom in where Nairobi is. So we shall head over to Nairobi. I can continue zoom in. You can use this navigation here. You can click on this add icon, or you can also zoom out like this. You can pan around to specific places that you want. So maybe I want to zoom in a little bit so that I extract a clear image. Let's see. Let me zoom out. Okay, I'm going to Nairobi Central, so I can zoom in Nairobi Central like this. So now I've zoomed into my place. The next step is to pick the coordinates, because we shall export this image to ArcMap or QGIS, and we shall have to Geo-reference, so that we assign our image the exact coordinates on the ground before we start digitizing. So you see this menu up here. We have the first icon. When you move around, you can see it say add place marks. So you click on that, then you move around. We are going to pick to Georeference at least needs 4 or 5 coordinates. So I'm going to place my marker there. Then I give it a name. I can say let me close this one, let me pan around. Okay, so I'm going to name my point as I can say point 1. So the next thing is that you have to pick these coordinates where you have placed your point or your pin, so latitude and longitude. So make sure you write these coordinates. So I'll open Microsoft Word. So I say Word, so that I can copy and paste these coordinates there, so that you guys can follow along. So I can zoom in a bit, then I say point 1, so point 1, then I say longitude equals longitude, then I can copy this, or you can just write, so Ctrl C, then I come and paste them there. So we have 1 degree 16 minutes and 35.84 seconds, and this is south. Okay, then I go to point 2, not point 2 but the latitude. So I say latitude equals oh sorry, this was the latitude, so this was the latitude, sorry for that. So this was the latitude, so not that one but this, so Ctrl V, this is latitude, 1 degree 16 minutes 35.84 seconds south. Okay, nice. So I go and also copy the longitude, Ctrl C, and come and paste it there. So the longitude is 36 degrees 48 minutes 53.03 seconds east. So that is point 1. Let me do like this. So that is point 1. Then point 2, I say point number 2, then we say longitude equals, then again we come and, so before that, after we place the point where we want to place the marker, we can say okay, now the point is pinned there. So you come and pick another mark, then you can say you want to place it somewhere there. Yeah, you can see when you change the location, the coordinates, latitude and longitude also changes. So you can see the place, maybe specifically where to place. So for me, I want to place it there. Then I also come and say that this is point number, I say this is point number 2, so I say point 2, and then come and copy the longitude, so Ctrl C, and then I come and paste there. And then we move on to latitude, so I say latitude equals, so the latitude is this one, copy and come and paste it there. Okay, so after I've done that, I come and say okay. So I have my point 1, point 2. Then I continue with the third point. I say I want it to be somewhere, maybe somewhere here. Then I say this is point number 3. I come and copy the longitude, Ctrl C, and then here I will say point 3. Then I say longitude equals, then I paste my longitude there. Then I move on to latitude, so I say latitude equals, I also come and copy the latitude. so Control C, then Control V. You see that? Then I come here and say now 0.3 with those latitudes and longitude, then I click OK. So the next one is to pick the fourth point, so I click on place mark, then I place it somewhere here. Maybe I should make sure that it's in line with the first point and the third point, so that my image is somehow rectangular. Okay, so I come here and say this is point number, so this is point number 4. I come and copy the latitude or the longitude first, so longitude, Control C. Then I come here to my MS1 and say this is point 4 equals longitude, which is equal to that one. Then I move on to latitude and I say latitude equals, then I come and copy the latitude, Control C, and also say Control V. Instead of copying these things as I'm doing here, you can have your pen and a book, so you just write them, but make sure that you are writing everything as it is, because if you mess up with, let's say, one point, then you will not do the correct thing. Okay, so after that I come and click OK. Then I can also place the fifth point at the middle, so that when I'm georeferencing, my image will not be tilted or something. So I place it there. I will not move it. I will just say point number 5. Point number 5. Then I copy the longitude. So come down here and say point 5 equals longitude, which is equal to Control V. Then I again say latitude equals, now I come and copy the latitude. I think this is the last point. Then I say Control V. Okay, after you've done that, make sure you click OK. Now we have assigned the coordinates of our image. Now the time is, it is the time to export the image. So I can say to export the image, you come here to the file, you come to the file, then you can save, let us save the image. So I can say save the image, then you click on save image, you come on map options. So the map options, we have the elements, title and description, legend, scale, compass, and so on. So if you go ahead and save the image, then the image will come with these things here. You can see the legend and the name of the map. So you have to come here and uncheck this. So the title and description, the legend, you can see it is gone, the scale and the compass. So after that, then you can say save the image. So to save the image, you can create a folder. I'm creating a folder inside this folder called Nairobi, so I can create a folder there, say test. So I can say test. Okay, so this is the folder. So I open the folder and give the name to my image. So I make sure that the image is in JPEG. So I come here and say save image. So I open this. So if you use this, if you go to the map options and click save, then you not save the image, but it save as the Google Earth image or the Google Earth file. So after you've disassembled these elements, don't come here and say save. Instead, you come here and say save image. So save image inside the folder, then we can still name it as test JPEG or maybe PNG. So you can say test.png, then OK. and it has saved our image. So up to now you can close or you can minimize your ArcMap, then go to ArcGIS or ArcMap. So say ArcMap. So I'm going to open ArcMap. You know, it takes some time to launch, so we shall have to be patient and wait. Okay, now I'll head over to my folder where I saved it somewhere. So inside here I have the test folder. So this is the image. You can view the image. So these are image. We have 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 and 0.4, and then you have 0.5 also. Okay, our ArcMap is still launching, so we just have to wait. Another thing is that make sure you've written these correctly: 0.1, 0.2, longitude, latitude, up to 0.5. So ArcMap, it has launched, so I just have to close. Before doing anything to ArcMap, you have to set the coordinate reference system to make sure that to set to the place where you want to work with. So for me, I'll go here and I'll set to Nairobi is in the south of the equator and eastwards of longitude or the Greenwich meridian. So I'm using the UTM, so I'll say WGS UTM zone 37 south. If you don't see it, you can go to projected coordinates, then move down to UTM and also to UTM WGS, and you can choose your hemisphere, whether northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere. So for me, I choose southern hemisphere and I look for zone 37 south. So I come here and say zone 37 south, so this one, and then apply. Okay, now it's time to add the image to the ArcMap so that we can georeference and maybe do some digitization. So I just say add data. Then I connect to the folder. So I move to the folder where my image is. It was somewhere here, then test folder, then open. So I have the test.png. I click add. So I just say create pyramids and so on. Use my choice, not sure. Can say this. Can just close. Selected item could not be added to the map. Add layer. Okay, unknown spatial reference. You can just click OK. Then I have added the image. Okay, so you can see you've added the image, and now it is time to georeference. So georeference means that we are going to assign these coordinates. These coordinates we have been rating from Google Earth. We are going to assign them to each of the point that we picked. Okay, so down here in the ArcMap, make sure that the georeferencing tool is up and running. If you don't find it, you can right click somewhere here on the ArcMap software, then you go to georeferencing. If I uncheck it, you can see it's not there. So I right click there and come to georeferencing. So georeferencing is there. Okay, now to start georeferencing, make sure you zoom into the point, the first point, so that you make sure that you are accurate with what you are doing. So come here to add control points. So click on that, then zoom in, so you can say it is there. So right click and right click, then input DMS, longitude and latitude. So when you click on that, it will direct you to this dialog where you have to enter the correct latitude and longitude to that point from the way you written yours. So the first one is longitude, so the first point, so longitude is 36. We can I don't think if we can copy, but we can still type. So the first one is longitude 36. So no, we close this with ArcMap. Okay, so I say 36, so 36 degrees, then minutes, 48, 53.03. So this is the longitude. I say 48, then the other one is 53.03. Is it right? 48, 53.03. Then I say east. So make sure also you check the direction here, east or west or south or whatever. Then I go to latitude. So latitude is 1 degree 16 minutes 35.84. So you say 1 degree 16 minutes and what was this, 35.84. so you say 35.84, then it is south. After that you can click OK. So the first time you assign the image, the first point or the first coordinate, it will go to that point. So to zoom it, you can go to the layer, then right click there and say zoom to layer. Then we are back to the image. Now it is the second point, so zoom into the second point. Sorry. So zoom in up to the second point, then you click on add control, input DMS. So the longitude for point number 2, the longitude is 36, 49. So you say 36 degrees. This is 49 minutes, and then 26.08 seconds. So here we say 26.08 seconds east. Okay, now the latitude is 1 degree 16 minutes. So latitude is 1 degree 16 minutes, then you say 34.24 seconds south. Okay, so 1 degree 16 minutes, that's 6.24 minutes south. Then you click OK. So you can zoom out or you can zoom to layer. Come here, right click, then zoom to layer. So the next one is the third point. So click, right click, input DMS. So the longitude for the third point is 36 degrees 49 minutes. So you come here and say 36 degrees 49 minutes and 21.78 east. So we say 21.78 east. Then latitude is 1 degree 16 minutes, 1 degree 16 minutes, and the last one is 57.31. so you say 57.31 seconds south, then you click OK. Then zoom to layers, then move to point number 4. It is somewhere here. Input DMS. So point number 4 is 36 degrees 48 minutes. So let us fill in this. Say 36 degrees 48 minutes. 48 minutes, and the last one is 57.05. so you say 57.05 seconds east, and then latitude is 1 degree 16 minutes. Again, come here and say 1 degree 16 minutes. I don't know, the last one is 57.36. so you say 57.36 seconds south, right? Okay, then let us zoom, then you move on to point 5. So point 5, it's not clear, but we can put it there. Now let us cancel this point. Okay, wow, it's a lot of work. So that's 6 degrees 49 minutes, 36 degrees 49 minutes, I don't know, 7.99 east, then 1 degree 16 minutes 48.88, 1 degree 16 minutes, and what is this, 48.88 seconds south. Wow, our image is distorted, but we shall just continue. So this is, make sure you've georeferenced to something very well, because this I'm just doing for testing purposes and not for maybe commercial or for learning. So after you've done this, make sure you come here and update georeferencing. So you can say update georeferencing. You can still rectify, but I just want to go with update georeferencing. Then I can go back to panning and zooming. So my image is not well aligned, but make sure yours is. Okay, so the next thing is now to digitize some features so that you can create a map. But up to now, the main concept is, I think it is clear, because you are to show how to extract image from ArcMap, then to from Google Earth to ArcMap, then you Georeference, and then lastly you digitize the features that you want. So for digitization, I think you have to right click somewhere here and go to editor. If it is not there, if it is there, then it is good. So for editor, you come here and start editing, but before that you have to create the layer. You can see if I click somewhere here and say start editing, it it will say start editing encountered one or more layers with errors or warnings and cannot continue. So you can see there is no any shapefile or layer there. So to do that, go to catalog, go to your folder that is test, and you can create a new folder. So I can create a new folder here, create a new folder and say what can I call it, test shape files, then okay. Then I can right click there, come to new, and then shapefile. So here I can say I can just say new shapefile. Then I'm going to maybe to draw some lines, so I can say polyline, or you can pick points or whatever you want, polygons and so on. So I'm going to pick polyline. I'm going to edit Georeference, make sure that I'm in my zone, so zone 37 south, and say okay. After that, and I can click on okay. So I have my new shapefile here. So now if I come to editing, start editing, you can see it is loading, which means it is trying to look for this new shapefile that we have just created in the folder. Okay, so after that you will see a dialog on the far right where we have it says it's the create features dialog. So to create a new feature, you have to click on new shapefile. So this is your shapefile that you created. Then it is a line. If you chosen a point, then it will be either point or something else that you chosen. So for me it was a line. So if I click here and I come to construction tools, I click on the line. Now I can georeference, or no, I can digitize the line that I want. So if I click there and so on, so this is called digitization. So when you finish to digitize, so I'll be digitizing, let me see, maybe I can digitize the roundabout also. So if you want to ensure that what you are doing is accurate, make sure that you zoom in a little bit so that you can assign the correct points to the feature. Okay, so I can end it there. So after that I can say edit, save edits, click, then stop editing. Then I can zoom to layers. I can say zoom to layers. I can disable my image, then I have my digitized feature there. I can right click on the new shapefile and also open the attribute table. You can see it has the field ID, and the shape is the polyline, and the ID is this one. Okay, so this is how you can export the image from Google Earth Pro up to ArcMap or QGIS, whatever the software you are using. You can, and then you're referencing and also digitizing the features that you want, so that you can create a map out of the image. So this is all what I wanted to show you. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Bye.